Your 20s are supposed to be the best times of your life. So, how come for most of us, it feels like we're already falling behind and we're already running out of time? Do you ever feel like you're doing everything you can, but somehow it just doesn't seem like you're doing enough? You're trying your best, but you're still behind. And then after all of that, you go on social media and it just seems like everyone you're seeing online has their lives figured out. It seems like they're heading in the correct direction. I remember a time in my life when I genuinely felt so behind in every stage of my life. I was going to work while I was doing school. I was completing all my assignments and making all good grades, but for some reason, it just felt like I wasn't being successful. I saw people my age who seemed like they had everything figured out, their goals, their careers, even the direction that they're heading in. I started thinking, honestly, what is it that I'm doing wrong? As college students, we all experience pressure one way or another. There's this immense expectation that we should be sure in what we're doing, what career we want, and even how our life is supposed to go. But when we don't necessarily know all of these things yet, it can make us feel like we're failing out ourselves, or honestly, it could even make us feel like we're failing the people around us, which is not a good feeling. Okay, so where does this pressure actually come from? It comes from society, unrealistic expectations, and comparison. Psychologist Jeffrey Arnett describes your 20s as emerging adulthood. That is a stage that's filled with uncertainty and exploration. According to research published by the American Psychological Association, this period is honestly supposed to feel unstable because it's the time when we're still figuring things out and we're still figuring out where we want our lives to go. But research from Very Well Mind shows that feeling behind can often come from comparing ourselves to unrealistic timelines and comparing ourselves to unrealistic standards in general. But honestly, the truth is, there's not a universal timeline for success. Everyone is on their own time, and honestly, everybody's completing their own journey in life. This pressure doesn't just sit there, it turns into something very detrimental. The thing that it turns into is fear. It's honestly a normal human instinct to be so afraid of making the wrong decisions that we just stop taking risks altogether. We tend to stay in our comfort zones because that's what we're familiar with and that's what makes us comfortable. But honestly, soon without realizing it, that fear begins to hold us back from potential opportunities. Studies on young adults show that unmet expectations are directly linked to anxiety and lower self confidence. According to Collada and Clay Warner, feeling like you're failing can negatively impact your mental health. Okay, what if we've been looking at failure wrong this entire time? According to Forbes, failure is essential to success because it forces growth and it forces learning. Psychologist Angela Duckworth explains that success is not just about talent, it's about persistence through failure. So even if you fail in whatever you're trying to do, you just have to keep going. You should take it honestly as motivation. Failure is not the end of your career, it's only the start. Failure is feedback and it should help you keep going. Research from the University of Wisconsin shows that your failure actually improves your learning and your innovations. Okay, so in other words, you don't grow when things are uncomfortable for you. You have to face those uncomfortable things in order to grow and to keep going. Wherever you are in life, whether you're a student or whether you're about to graduate, honestly, none of us have everything figured out. It doesn't mean you're failing, it's just normal and we're taking it one step at a time. Here's what I would like everyone to do. Okay, first of all, and most importantly, stop comparing yourselves to people your age. Second, I would like everyone to take one risk this week, even if it makes you uncomfortable, at least try. And lastly, when and if you fail, don't let it discourage you. Take it as a lesson to learn and grow and keep going. You're not behind in life, you're not failing, you're learning, you're growing, and you're advancing yourself. Your 20s are not the time to have everything figured out, anyways. They're a time for trial and error, and honestly, just to learn from your mistakes. Stop running from failure and start embracing it.